You that beneath the waters of the Philippines lies a secret resource so massive it could shift the balance of power in Asia. A discovery so significant it has China on edge. This isn't just about oil. It's about wealth, power, and the survival of nations. Today, we uncover the Philippines' hidden treasure and why Beijing is terrified of it. Beneath the South China Sea and Philippine waters lies one of the world's last untapped reserves of oil and natural gas. For decades, whispers of massive petroleum fields have circled among energy experts. Now, reports suggest the Philippines may be sitting on a resource that could rival even the Middle East. Imagine a nation struggling with poverty, energy shortages, and foreign debt, suddenly discovering trillions of dollars in oil wealth beneath its seabed. For the Philippines, this isn't fantasy. The potential oil reserves in the Reed Bank and surrounding regions could change its destiny forever. China's rapid economic rise has made it the world's hungriest consumer of energy, but it doesn't have enough oil of its own. That's why the South China Sea is Beijing's obsession. If the Philippines unlocks its oil wealth, China's dominance over Asia could be challenged. The South China Sea isn't just a body of water. It's the world's busiest shipping lane. Control it, and you control global trade. Add to that the massive oil and gas fields beneath it, and you see why superpowers are circling like sharks. In the Reed Bank, just west of Palawan, surveys have revealed staggering oil and gas deposits. Experts estimate it could power the Philippines for centuries, and even make it a net exporter of energy. But this discovery didn't stay secret for long. Don't forget to click the subscribe button as we continue. For China, Philippine oil is more than a resource. It's a strategic weapon. If Manila develops its reserves, it could reduce Chinese leverage, strengthen alliances with the West, and tilt the balance of power away from Beijing's control. This isn't a war fought with bullets, yet. It's a war of survey ships, Coast Guard blockades, and gray zone tactics. Every oil survey conducted by Manila is shadowed, harassed, or blocked by Chinese vessels. Beijing knows what's at stake. For decades, the Philippines has been dependent on foreign oil imports. Every year, billions of dollars leave its economy. But a new oil industry could flip the script, making the Philippines self-sufficient, wealthy, and powerful. Behind closed doors, powerful nations are already negotiating. U.S. companies, Japanese investors, and even Middle Eastern energy giants are watching closely. Whoever partners with the Philippines could gain access to the next great oil boom. Beijing fears one thing above all: a Philippines backed by the United States, pumping oil from the Reed Bank, protected by a powerful navy. Such a reality would crush China's ambitions to dominate Asia. The Philippines already has one major gas field, Malampaya, located off the coast of Palawan. For years, this field powered nearly half of Luzon, the nation's industrial heartland. But Malampaya is running dry. By 2027, its resources could be nearly exhausted. That looming deadline adds urgency. Without new energy, the Philippines risks blackouts, economic collapse, and deeper dependence on imports. The Reed Bank isn't just an opportunity, it's survival. In the modern world, energy is more than electricity. It is power, influence, and independence. Nations with oil wealth hold leverage over others. Nations without it remain dependent, vulnerable, and often ignored. The Philippines understands this lesson all too well. A discovery of this scale could elevate it from a struggling economy into a regional powerhouse. China doesn't only deploy Navy ships. It has a secret weapon, its so-called maritime militia. Hundreds of fishing vessels, armed but disguised as civilian boats, swarm contested waters. They block Philippine survey ships, harass local fishermen, and shadow oil exploration vessels. These aren't random fishermen. They are China's frontline soldiers in a silent war for resources. Washington, Tokyo, Canberra, capital after capital is watching the standoff. For the United States, the Philippines is not just a treaty ally. It's a frontline state in the struggle against China's maritime expansion. If Philippine oil is developed under Western partnership, it could reshape Asia's entire security architecture. Let's put numbers into perspective. Analysts estimate that the South China Sea may hold up to 11 billion barrels of oil and 190 trillion cubic feet of natural gas. Even a fraction of that within Philippine waters could transform the country's GDP, create millions of jobs, and bring in foreign investment on a scale never seen before. It's a prize worth fighting for. History reminds us that resources often spark conflict. From the Gulf Wars in the Middle East to disputes in Africa, oil wealth has triggered wars, coups, and rivalries. The Philippines now stands at a dangerous crossroads. Its discovery of oil could bring prosperity, or it could invite chaos. For years, the alliance between Manila and Washington seemed to fade. But with rising tensions, it has been reborn. Joint military exercises are at an all-time high. American warships now patrol near Philippine waters. To China, this looks less like partnership and more like encirclement. Exploring Reed Bank isn't easy. Every survey, ship Manila sends risks confrontation. Every contract signed with foreign investors risks Chinese retaliation. It's a gamble that could either catapult the Philippines into energy independence or drag it into a regional crisis. China has another weapon: money. Beijing is the Philippines' top trading partner, a major source of infrastructure loans, and a key market for exports. By controlling economic levers, China can pressure Manila to stall its oil ambitions. But will the Philippines bow to economic threats or push forward anyway? Among ordinary Filipinos, a new fire is rising. For decades, their fishermen have been pushed aside, their waters blocked, their sovereignty challenged. Now, with oil on the horizon, the struggle isn't just about resources, it's about dignity, pride, and the right to control their own destiny. The South China Sea is becoming a chessboard of military power. Chinese warships patrol near Reed Bank, while Philippine Coast Guard vessels stand watch. American destroyers sail close by, sending a warning to Beijing. Every maneuver is calculated. Every encounter risks escalation. Oil has turned the sea into a pressure cooker, ready to boil over. While governments clash, one group pays the heaviest price: the fishermen. For generations, they have relied on these waters for their livelihood. Now, many are chased away, their boats rammed, their nets cut. They are witnesses to the silent war, powerless in the face of military might. Their stories remind us this conflict isn't only about nations, it's about people. In 2016, the Permanent Court of Arbitration ruled in favor of the Philippines, declaring China's 9-line claim unlawful. The world celebrated. Yet on the water, nothing changed. China ignored the ruling, and the Philippines lacked the strength to enforce it. Oil exploration remains hostage to power, not law. If the Philippines successfully taps its oil, it won't just generate wealth, it will build deterrence. A nation rich in energy can modernize its military, strengthen its alliances, and resist pressure. China knows this. That's why it wants to stop Manila before it even begins. Beijing's strategy is subtle: delay, distract, and divide. Every time Manila considers drilling, Chinese vessels appear. Every contract signed with foreign companies is met with threats. Time is on China's side. The longer the Philippines waits, the more desperate its energy situation becomes. The question is not whether oil exists. It does. The question is whether the Philippines has the courage to claim it. History is not written by the cautious. It is written by the bold. This moment will test the nation's willpower, leadership, and unity. The secret oil discovery is more than energy. It is the key to the Philippines' future. Wealth, independence, and influence lie beneath the waves. But so do risks, rivalries, and conflict. The path ahead is uncertain. One thing is clear: what happens in these waters will shape Asia's destiny for generations to come. The Philippines stands at a crossroads. Beneath its seas lies the power to transform a nation, yet also the danger to ignite a regional storm. China may be watching, waiting, and fearing, but ultimately, the choice is not Beijing's to make. It is the Philippines' decision, and the world is watching. Will this hidden oil remain a dream, Or will it become the spark that reshapes Asia forever? Please subscribe.